Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, today I'm going to take the edge off this basket. It's always scary to take something apart that's already sewn, but I want to put some nice little flowers on the edge, and these flowers here are going to just kind of adorn the edge of this. So hopefully you'll enjoy watching me do this again. I've done it a couple times, so I just want to make sure that y'all have a chance to watch more than one time do this. Okay? I have my seam ripper. I've got this ready so I can put my embroidery thread in my bobbin. That's how you get colors on both the inside and the outside of the basket. So it will end up looking something like this. I have this design on the outside, and you can also see it on the inside. Okay? Feel free to ask any questions. Tap that screen a few times. Give me some love. I appreciate being able to do this, and I appreciate you being here. I hope everyone had a good weekend. It was a nice long weekend. And I'm going to do my best to keep track of the chat on my screen here. Lily, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Wow, you guys are awesome. All right, so I really enjoy doing crafting with you guys. Right now I'm just really into doing the machine embroidery. You see I do have other things on my channel that I do. I have been thinking more recently that I need to get more serious about trying to get my side hustle into more of a business, come up with a good mission statement, stuff like that. So I am thinking about how I'm going to do that, and I am going to really turn my side hustle into a business. I want to ask you, if you are watching right now, and I have 22 people watching, is this backwards to you, or is this right side? Can you read that? Is that something you can read, or is that in mirror speak? Can you see it? I mean, I really am shifting my side hustle, and I have this really neat program that I'm doing. So, all right, here's the nervous part. I'm taking this apart, and I think I'm gonna do it. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do it a little bit up higher than I did the last one, because I don't want my design to be all the way under here. So if it's curved all the way under here, that's not going to help me out. So the design that I'm doing on here today is going to be these little kind of flowers. I don't know if you can see those. There's sweet little flowers. Let me turn you over here like this. And I am live on YouTube as well. So if you want a different perspective, you can do that. I can't say that I'm going to be able to answer any questions on YouTube. So anyway, here we go. Ripping something out that was so diligently sewn. And what's nice about this is because it's just this little rope. I'm not gonna, I mean, even if I fray it just a little bit, it's really not gonna matter. I'm gonna use a smaller seam ripper. I feel like it's gonna be more precise and maybe sharper. Sharpness of a seam ripper is a thing. Okay, that one's not quite sharp enough. If I have to press too hard, then my seam ripper is too dull. And seam rippers do get dull. So please feel free to tap the like. I would really, really, really love some more likes. I definitely want to see that. Right now we're only at 3 likes. Goodness. Well, thank you for sticking around. I have 1 person. That's okay. I adore you. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, now this is a sharp seam ripper because that is just going through this like nobody's business. All right. Every once in a while you have to update your seam rippers so that they are sharp. So, what did you do this weekend? I hope you had a great time this weekend. I had a little bit of, you know, hamburger and hot dogs, and that was it. Hung out with my cats and my husband. Went to the grocery store. That was all I did. And in case you're watching this on YouTube months later, we just finished the Memorial Day holiday, and it was gorgeous here. I live in Fort Wayne in Indiana, and it is just crazy. The weather was beautiful, and now it's going to be like 90 degrees. So anyway, once I get this ripped off of here, I'm going to show you how I'm going to add a design to the edge of this. So, alright, here's some that looks a little frayed. It's fine. It's fine. Once I sew that back up, you won't even be able to see it. So it's looking a little frayed right here. It's fine. I'll just trim it, and it'll be invisible once I sew it back together. Okay, now I want to leave a flap. I'm not taking this whole thing off of here. I gotta leave some of it on. Okay, so that when it's time to sew it back together, I don't have a rough time with it. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. And if you could let me know, is this something you can read or is it backwards? I'm getting ready to change my side hustle into a real business, and I have a program that I'm using for that, and I just want to share it in case you're interested. If you're someone who's got a side hustle and you're trying to move it over into a business, I can help you with that. I will be posting on this channel about my journey and how I'm doing it. So, all right. Next thing I'm going to do is I need to mark where I want these flowers to go. And it is a 7.5 inch pattern. I'm going to take my measuring tape and I'm going to flatten this out and measure 7.5 inches. So it's about that long. I think I definitely want to center one approximately here. So I'm going to put a dot there so I can center my needle right there. And I'm going to just join this here into the center and turn this over and do the same thing on the other side. Just give it a little bit of a dot here so I know where to start. And I think, let's see, since it's going to be 7 inches, that's basically 4 inches on either side, be 3 inches, 3.5 inches. I'm going to see if I have room for another one. And so that would be there. And let's see, 7.5 inches right here. Yeah, actually I think I do have room, so I'm gonna just find the center of what's left here. Feel free to make a comment. I am checking the comments as I go along. All right, so 7 is going to be the middle. And I want to make sure that, let's see, this is a 3.5 inch pattern. And it is too big for this. I need to make it smaller. That's easy enough to do. I just have to go in here, and there's a setting here just to make it smaller. I want to make it, I don't know, about 10% smaller. Let's see what size that ends up to be. Okay, my hoop is moving because it thinks I'm ready to sew. Actually, I think I'm gonna go, well, that's 3 inches. It's right at 3 inches. And this is 1, 2, 3, almost 4 inches actually. I think I'm gonna go in and I'll go back and make it a little bit bigger than it was. I think just 5% smaller is probably a good way to start. All right, so there's the pattern ready to go. How's everybody doing? I appreciate you watching. Have you ever been here before to watch? Okay, I could sit here and ramble. I could. I'm gonna ask you. I know that it's weird to drop in the comments, but can you tell me, is this something you can read or is it backwards? Just yes, no, or tap the screen. A heart would be great. Let's see. That one is not quite 4 inches. 1, 2, 3.5. So I'm gonna do 1.5 inches down, which is about where that is. And that one and that one. Okay. Okay. If you know someone who would enjoy the live, please make sure that you share it with someone. I am also streaming on YouTube. That way I can just post this live. So if you see it looks interesting to you and you're not sure that you can stay, then feel free to stop by later onto my YouTube channel. Okay. I've hooped my paper already. This is paper stabilizer. So when I'm done with the design, I can just rip the paper off. Now I want to end up with the paper on the inside of the basket. So I put it like this. So I'm gonna put the inside is gonna be face down. Okay. Also, I need to pay attention to what direction my flowers are going, but because the flower design isn't a directional design, it doesn't really matter if it's right side up or not. Okay. Okay, instead of using a spray to hold this, or basting it by hand, I'm gonna baste it with the machine. Has a setting here, and I'm gonna do this small one, and it's just gonna give it a little baste. Now, where this is sewing, that's the area that the actual design is going to be confined to. Okay? Actually, that was just the center one. Let me... I don't think I need to do the other one. This one is just a square around. This was the center part. And I don't know if you can really see it on YouTube, but it sewed a little bit of a stitch, and it was just a basting stitch. Okay, so now I have green in there, and it's going to sew some green leaves. I'm going to hold on to it a little bit to get it started. So each one of these patterns is going to take 12 minutes to sew. I want to invite you to share the live, and I want to invite you to also hit some likes. Share, subscribe. Let's see what's going on. When I'm done with this, I'll sew it back together around the edge. And you won't be able to tell that I sewed it up. It's important to make sure that you don't have a design that's too heavy, because if it's too heavy, it can distort the rope, and the thread will break. Well, yeah, the thread can break. I'm using rayon thread, so it might have broken just a little bit when I was sewing this one. It broke quite a bit. There you go. Now I think you can see better. Making sure that you can see on camera. Process, just the process. If this is something that you would love to try, just ask me in the comments. Also, if you're interested in changing your side hustle into a real business, I can help you with that as well. This one has 8 minutes left. I'm going to finish the green and then I'm going to do the little purple flowers. This is going to look really sweet. I think this basket is perfect for like some bigger bottles, maybe, you know, of perfume or some makeup or lotion bottles, or gosh, you could even put fruit in this basket. I think it would be really sweet. And since this is all polyester, it can be spot cleaned. So if it got dirt on it or something, you could just take some like Dawn soap and something and it'll come right out. Welcome, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. Feel free to tap that screen and give some hearts. Also, can I ask you, is this backwards or is that forward? If that's in mirror, can you let me know? Just type a Y or an N. I really need to know. Okay. I hope you're doing well today. Thanks for joining. Hello, Rylan. How are you doing today? Did you have a good holiday? I just looked at the weather forecast and it's going to be like 90 here the rest of the week. I want to know what happened to spring. I mean, it is the official first day of summer, but yeah, I really want to know what happened to spring. Good, peaceful. All right, hi. Thanks for joining. Thanks for responding. Peaceful and quiet. Yeah, mine was too. The weather was beautiful. Had dinner outside. It was just a couple of friends and my husband and myself, and we like to play games, so we were playing games. Watched a little bit of YouTube. I also spent a lot of time setting up my business. If you want to ask me about this, I am changing my side hustle into a real business. I've got some training materials that I bought, and it's like an entire college course, and it wasn't very expensive at all. All right, it is time for the purple. So if you enjoy seeing this kind of content, would you please hit the likes and send me some love, roses, whatever. So, Rosalind, where do you live where you are having spring-like weather? I live in northern Indiana, and we're about to have some heat. And I'm thinking, you know, I can take the heat as long as it's not humid. And the humidity is something that really kind of hits in the late summer here, so as long as there's a really nice breeze, I think I could deal with it. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I thread the top, and now I have to take the hoop out and put the same color of thread in the bottom. And let's see how this is looking. Isn't that pretty? I think that is so cool. So that paper will come off. Kansas. My mom is from Kansas. She grew up in Topeka. All right. I'm gonna put the purple bobbin. Isn't this purple pretty? I love this purple. It's so pretty. You see this? Oh, you're on your computer? I'm not sure how you do likes on your computer, but thank you. Maybe a follow for you to see later if you like. And, yeah. Also, I'm live on YouTube, and my link's in my bio. I won't be able to respond to comments because the way the comments are set up, it's very strange. Like, I can't really see it on YouTube. But if you drop a comment, and I can read it later, and I can respond to you. So do you like to craft? Oh, you're 3 hours from Topeka? Yeah. Kansas City, maybe? No, sorry, that's Missouri. Or, wow, my geography, wow, I just can't come up with it right now. That's okay though, because I'm sewing and that's all I have to think about right now. Okay, you switch back and forth from TikTok and YouTube? Yeah. What do you like to craft, Rosalind? Okay. Do you say that Bellois? It's North Central. Is that Bellois? I'm a French teacher, so that looks very French to me. OIT. No. Okay, I'm going to trim as I go. And I can probably get rid of some of this basting. Oh, hand embroidery. Nice. I didn't do a whole lot of hand embroidery. The T is spoken. Okay. So that would be Beloit. Is that what it would be? Beloit. Hi, Remy. Welcome. Alright, aren't these looking sweet? Can you see those? Aren't they cute? I love them. That's going to look so cute on the outside of this basket. Now, it is okay that that came up over the edge because when the basket is put back together, it's going to look kind of cool with a little bit of green going over the edge. I think that happened on my other basket too, but this is the other one that I did a few weeks ago. Let me see. It has a little bit of flowers, and then you can see the flowers on the inside as well. I do have an Etsy store. I also have that linked in my bio. Rosalind, do you mind telling me if you can read this sign up here that I put? I'm just really excited about being able to change my side hustle into a business. And I know that sounds weird. I'm here for you. Okay, I did have this up too high. So that purple is gonna get cut off of there, unfortunately. Okay, I'll have to work better at it. On the other side. I think I needed to move it down another couple of notches here. But when I take this out, I could probably just sew that down with the machine. Or just leave it loose. Kind of be cool on the edge. What do you think? Okay, good. Thanks. I was trying. What I did was I put it on something like, let's see, I think that is pattern paper, so it's kind of see-through. So, all right, that one is done. Now I'm gonna take it completely out of the hoop, and I'm gonna hoop some more paper, and then do this again. I think I want to do 4 of them. So I'm going to switch back to the green because that's what the machine wants to start with. Take everything out so I know. Alright, so this is the fun part, is to take this out. Just rip it, rips right off. And that's it. Oh, look. You know, that's kind of fun. Look how that's sticking up. You see that? How fun is that? Okay, I've never had that happen before, but you know what? Happy little accidents. I don't mind happy little accidents. Alright, I have to take out the basting here because that's kind of stuck. But you can see kind of what that's going to look like when it's put back together. It's kind of cute, isn't it? Yeah, thanks. Alright, whoops, I knocked over on my thread. Okay, I'm going to have to dive after that. Okay, give me a second and I will put some more paper in that hoop. Okay, I had to go after my thread. I need to do better at positioning this. I don't think I measured very well. And on looking at it, the pattern itself is 3.5 inches tall and then 7 inches long. Boy, in Kansas, I know it gets hot. I used to visit there when I was little. My grandparents lived there. I am going to wind another bobbin of green before I start, because this machine is gonna tell me that I need green in my bobbin, and I'm gonna have to stop and take the paper out and everything. I don't want to do that. In case you were wondering, I am sewing on a Janome Continental M17. Oops. Okay. Put that Now I can, my paper, and just pop that in here. This is not regular paper. This is paper that is meant to be stabilizer for embroidery machines. Okay. I got mine at Joann's, but you can get it just about everywhere. I don't want it to sound like a drum. I want that to move. Actually, I feel like that's too loose on the sides. I feel like it could be tighter. That's better. Alright. Look at the green. Just wound that green bobbin. In addition to doing the machine embroidery, I also do sewing. Oh, you know what? I need to measure this first. I'll do that. Okay. Because I don't, as cute as this is, I don't want it to happen again. I mean, it's not terrible. Now I'm just going to do the opposite side. And I need to measure and find the exact center instead of just sort of estimating it. Let's see. So this is 3.5 inches right here, from here to here, which is exactly what it needs to be. So just to keep myself from having to do the math, I'm going to do it right there. Oh, look, see, that dot is just a little bit above where I want it to be. So I'm just going to make that just a little bit darker. And again, I want, okay, now I've lost track. Okay, it's the one that's lower than that. Okay. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Okay, so I want the paper to be attached to what's on the inside of the loop, okay? So I'm going to have this face down. All right. So let's put this face down, and I'm going to center that under my needle. I'm going to hold that. Then I'm going to do a basting stitch. Oh wait, I have to do this first. Got to thread the machine. I put the bobbin in, but didn't thread the machine. Okay, now it's threaded. Okay. Now it's gonna, oops, stop. I kind of moved. I don't want to move. Okay, so I'm gonna have this and this. And let me go back to the center. kind of shifted on me. All right, there. Start again. All right. Yeah. Nothing. I just, I've done that before, then start sewing with nothing connected. Yeah. Oops. What's nice about this machine is it'll tell me. Okay, I don't think this is catching anything in. Alright, there we go. Ah! Stop! Alright, I forgot about this little loop-de-loop thing. Alright, okay. Where is the end of it? Yeah, it's sewn around the... That happens sometimes. Not a big deal. It just happens. Alright. Now I have to thread it again. What's nice about this machine is it won't sew unless it's actually threaded. So it screams at me. Alright, let's go. Oh, came undone. Alright, I think I am going to just start sewing the design because I only need that one part to hold it down. So I'm just gonna start sewing, and I'm kind of worried that this is gonna get caught in there. But that's okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on it because if it does, all I've done is just, actually, I'm just gonna take that off of there because, I mean, it's just zigzagged on there. So to save myself some headaches, I think I'll just take that off of there. And that's just really the end of the rope. I used 100 feet to make this basket. Yeah. Okay, well, now I'll just continue on. Now see, it's gonna go over the edge again. You see this? Because what this does is it tells me where the actual design is going to, where it's going to actually end up. And because the edge of the basket isn't perfect, then, yeah, that, you know what, it's fine. If I get some of that embroidery going up over the edge, it'll just match over here. Just kind of neat. Happy accidents. It's fine. Alright, so let's go with some green here. I don't think that's gonna help me much here. Actually, that is the bottom of the basket. And I am going to shift it. You know, it's okay for me to change my mind on how I do stuff. Alright. I might spread this out just a little bit because it gives. Alright. Time to do the green. So let's see what happens. Yes. I love Janome machines too. Do you have a Janome machine? someplace where I can set that so you can see what's going on. Alright. Yeah, Bernina's. Oh. Yeah, Bernina's the other one. Yes. Yeah, I have 2 Genomes. Actually been sewing on a Genome since before I got married. That was my first real sewing machine was a Genome. That was my first real one. Well, I have to take that back. My first real sewing machine I got when I was 14, I think. No, actually I was younger than that. I think I was 12. Because I was in middle school when I got it. And I started sewing for adults when I was in high school. I made my bridesmaids dresses. You got your first Bernina, it was only a year old? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this machine will probably go to my daughter. She is an avid sewer. We sew on the weekends, on Sunday, and she sews on the machine back there, and I sew on the machine up here. So I think that machine is set up for straight sewing right now, but it also does embroidery. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, she is 29, and she just keeps getting better and better at sewing. Yeah, and I find it sweet as well. I mean, I really like sewing with her. I have 2 daughters. My other daughter is an artist. She draws on paper. She likes to use those really fancy markers that you get. You know, I think the scariest part about doing these baskets is just like, okay, taking it apart and being able to make it go back together and be all done. I know I can do it. I've done it before. If you don't mind, you head over to my YouTube channel at some point and subscribe over there. That'd be great. I would love to see you over there. I keep seeing little threads that need to get trimmed. When this is done, I'll put it in my Etsy store. I think the price point for these is kind of expensive, but it's worth it. They're very sturdy, and I love how nice it feels. Let's see. Royalyn, you have 3 boys. Okay. He carves. Okay, and blacksmith. He's a blacksmith? Nice. That is very well sought after right now. I have to make sure this isn't getting caught on anything because so there we go. It's going to be a little bit smoother. My oldest daughter's husband likes to do woodworking. He's a big woodworker. He has a whole shop in his garage No cars are going in there. It's just a shop. All right, this has 6 minutes left on this one. Thank you for the likes. Oh my goodness, thank you. I was feeling really, really skinny on the likes. I appreciate it. I did a live the other day and I had 1 like. Oh, you switched your phone? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, likes really encourages me. I appreciate it. I also appreciate that you're chatting with me. It can get kind of lonely. Now I have 4 cats, but they're all locked out because they are a menace with thread and stuff. Most of the time, the room is very cat proof or cat friendly, I guess is the way to put it. And they always seem to find some way to get into something. So that always inspires me to then come up with a new solution. So my room is extremely organized and extremely cat resistant. Okay, let's see. Am I gonna have any problems with this one? I don't know. It's time to switch into the purple. I love how easy it is to move this hoop. The Janome I have back there, the hoop goes on toward the back, and the embroidery unit is in the back, and it's kind of cumbersome. Actually, very cumbersome. So cats are not necessarily my animal of choice. I've had many different kinds of cats and dogs. Kinds of animals. We had guinea pigs and hamsters, and my daughter had a hedgehog, and now she has lizards. That's my oldest daughter, who's the artist. She has lizards. Oh, thank you, Royal Inn. I appreciate it. Yeah, the cats. If I open the window in my room, they usually are just quite satisfied with sitting in the window, and they don't really care to look at my stuff. But I just got a kitten in November, and he is the most vocal and menacing cat that I have. So he has inspired a lot more of the cat proofing than what I've needed to do in the past. So yeah, hedgehogs are very cool. Oh, whoops. Okay. Let me go back there. It never threaded. Hang on 1 second. Okay, that's better. Now it'll go. Now hedgehogs don't last or don't live very long. But at one time we had 9 guinea pigs. When my girls were little, that's what they wanted, was guinea pigs. We had guinea pigs, and one of the guinea pigs had babies, and so we had baby guinea pigs. I always sit here and just stare at this machine while it's moving. Thank you for all the likes. 953 likes. Thank you. That's perfect. Babysitter had a bunch of guinea pigs. Yes, raised them, huh? Thanks for getting me going. Yeah. It says FYP. Those For You pages. Is that how you found me? Did you find me on FYP? Guinea pigs are so sweet too. They have personalities, and of course my kids were still kind of little when we had them, and they were devastated as they started passing away. A while back, you did? Okay, great. Thank you. Getting rid of all these threads, that's probably the most tedious part, is getting rid of some threads. I think there will be threads on here sticking out forever. I'm kind of liking this cute little thing sticking up. I'm liking it. I think it's adorable. How often I go live? I usually go once a week, but I'm a teacher, so I will probably go more often just because I have more time. But I'm also going to work on trying to get my content done for my business, and so that means setting up my webpage and doing some content, or just post videos on my YouTube page, and also content for my my Instagram page. So, but I try to go live as often as possible. I really enjoy it. I think all you have to do is set up notifications. And you'll get a little icon or something when I'm live, and you'll be able to pop on. All right, now it's time to rip this off again. Isn't it fun? So that's 2 sides done. And I am, let's see, I've been on here an hour, so I will probably finish this up on my own, or I could stop here and just put it back together and get that done and show you how I do that, actually. I don't know, are you willing to hang out for a little while, Royalyn? It's Royalyn, right? Royalyn. That's so neat. I like that. It's a beautiful name and unique. I've never heard it. I've seen all sorts of different names of my students, and I've never seen a Royalyn. Royalyn. Am I saying that right? Is it Royalyn or just Royalyn? Looks like Royalyn. Okay, I think I am going to, actually, I will be right back with this hoop. Gotta put some more paper in it. it's ready to go again. Changing out purple for green. And I don't want to sew any stems in purple. Peeling out or picking out a thread that's the wrong color from this rope is practically impossible. I almost abandoned this project because the thread kept breaking because I'm using rayon thread, and this is really thick. It's really thick. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm pronouncing it right. Thanks. You were named after your grandmother. I was too. I am an Elizabeth, but I go by Libby. And when I was growing up, boy, everybody I met whose name was Libby was my grandmother's age. Actually, his great-grandmother. It was not my grandmother. It was my great-grandmother. Alright. Now, let's see if I can... Okay. This is the inside, and we want the inside... Oh, wait, no, that's the inside. I just want to make sure that the inside is where the paper ends up. Okay. Alright. Now, let's find my dots. Dot here, dot there. And measuring tape. I appreciate you liking the live. Wow! So do you spend a lot of time on TikTok? Uh-oh, I hear my cat. He found me. Okay, so this is the center here. And then... Wait. I spend a lot of time on TikTok. I just do. I find all sorts of useful information. It's almost where I get all my news now. Anything interesting going on in the world happens on TikTok. I check out a lot on YouTube as well. I do a lot of training on YouTube. All right. Okay. This does not look right to me. It looks like it's too tall. It's a little bit too tall. It needs to be here. Okay, that's better. That's where I want it, right there. Put that needle down so it doesn't move. And thread my green. Oh, it's okay. It's gonna shift. That's fine. Oops. I don't know why I'm breaking so much thread today. I think maybe I'm at a strange angle. Not sure. And it is 5 o'clock where I am right now, and it is possibly time for dinner. And I really wanted to get this done during this live, but I just really am not going to. Yeah, YouTube also. Yeah, I don't have cable either. You broke your back. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know, I have had so many mishaps. I have broken my ribs. I have broken my ankle. I have broken my foot twice. And I never thought that I would be this clumsy. So, yeah. Anyway. So you have to lay down a lot. All right. Well, I am so glad that you hung out on this live today, and I'm gonna turn the camera around so I can say hello. There I am. Anyway, I am gonna end this live right now, and I'm so glad that you were here today. I appreciate your time, and definitely, you know, feel free to drop me a comment. Or you know, I think on TikTok you can private message if we're friends, and then or on YouTube you can just leave a comment on my video. So have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, you take care of yourself, and thanks again for all the likes. Dang, that is amazing. You just keep check. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do the embroidery, and sometimes I'm sewing other things, but I am trying to get the other channel going. So but I am going to talk about my business because that's what I'm trying to do. I'd really like to be able to stay home and sew every day. That would be my dream. That would be my my options. I have to keep my options open, and that's what I want to do. So, anyway, thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a great time, and I appreciate you. And I will let my mom know that I met a Kansans. Let's see, Rock Chalk. Is that what you say? All right. Have a great day. Bye.